It's that time of the year. With Kuroko no Basket, we finished the flashback on how Seirin was founded. Hyuga is limiting his loss against Kiyoshi Teppei, but is also at the same time being frustrating. The next day, the Seirin team makes their vow that they will become #1. Then Hyuga enters, and he has re-bleached his hair back to his original color that we have seen. And then he holds a speech that no matter that he was not sentimental to Teppei's loss too, because Teppei says, I understand why you are frustrated with basketball, because I too experienced a huge loss, and that was against, Murasakibara. However, Hyuga says, I have no sympathies of that, I just don't want to lose to a guy like you. I make one thing clear, I hate you. That's pretty brutal, but Hyuga is that kind of character. He also makes the vow, but when the teacher says it's impossible, teachers come up to stop them and says it's impossible for them. Hyuga screams, if we do, I'll confess our butt naked, what we all do, to the girl I love. With that, Riku can hear that, and with that, well, she joins. As the team forms and takes many victory, we also see a little bit, this is actually cool, as we see some, as the time flashes, you could say, and they're playing that sick and badass opening that Kuroko 2 right now has. Is just awesome. It really makes the feeling. But then they met Hanayama, the guy who with the guy with the bleach hair, or no, with the green blue hair. As Hanayama gives a creepy smile, the game gets heated. The Seirin team tries to be defensive. However, when Kiyoshi tries to take a ball, well, Hanayama smiles and says, "My condolences." And he does that. Yeah, literally like that. And the team member falls and lands with his knee on Teppei's back leg, because Hanayama noticed that Teppei is hurting his knee, and with that his knees literally get snapped, as for the 4th time, like that. Wait a moment. Never mind that. The team wins that game, however, it's a huge loss with Teppei. Teppei makes a lie saying he's okay, but Hyuga confronts him later on and says that he knows it's more serious than it is. And Teppei reveals a very sad fact. He can either do surgery or rehabilitation. If he does surgery, he can no longer play basketball, so he can do rehabilitation. However, that will still won't make him play any more basketball. He can only play for 1 year, because it will take 1 year for him to recover or whatever. But but more so than that, he can only play with the basketball teams a year, because after that the knee will give out and he needs the surgery to give up the basketball. So no matter what happens, Teppei can no longer play with the basketball team unless they take the Winter Cup now. With that, Hyuga promises they will become the #1, and he gives his own encouragement to his teammates. Touched by those words, Teppei promises. As the flashback ends and Hyuga mentioned they lost their games without Teppei, Kagame and Kuroko, well, I'm pretty sure they are saying, oh, now it's personal. Next week's the game against Hanayama starts, and now we're not in the flashback, and it promises to be an insane one. Something tells me this will be good. But as I said, it's sad to see that Teppei can't play anymore. Well, that's a fact, but you really want him to play. Teppei is kind of a goofy character, but at the same time very intelligent, because even Riku mentions that in the flashback. Despite being a fooling around type of guy, he's also very perceptive, because he was the one who named Hyuga the captain, because Hyuga has experienced many losses and is more of a motivated to be a leader. So Teppe is more intelligent than he appears to be. That he's kind of a sly person. So that's why it's so sad that that type of guy won't be in the game unless Serien takes the Winter Cup. Will they? Well, we'll see, won't we? Give me your thoughts later.